Hello, hello, friends. Welcome in. It's good to be back. Happy Friday. I'm just grabbing my bin of ingredients that I just brought in. We have our newly added sheet of warmth and protection. It's been wonderful. Hi, Cammers. How are you? And Cookie's going to the doctor's. Hopefully it's a-okay. Nothing too serious to worry about. Also got my other light set up this week. So yeah, lighting is just primo now. I'm very happy with how things look. Oh, do you need your bed? What about coming under here? This is the spot. Just a sec. We got to get the dog situated. Okay, watch out. Watch it out. Okay, it's better now. How was everyone's week so far? It went by really quick because we had Monday off and then didn't get our new shelving yet for more kitchen stuff. I think they have a bit of a backlog because everyone's buying shelves right now. So hopefully next Monday that'll come in. What else? Did some YouTube filming yesterday for another video coming up on Monday. So that was good. And I think that's it. Yeah, the week just flew by totally. And we're also happy because Sammy is home nice and early from work today. It's his Friday, so now he's got the weekend to enjoy. And we're going out to see some friends later on for a nice little dinner. Just over to their house. We're not going to a restaurant or anything. We get to be cooked for? This is nice. This is nice. Oh, okay. Just hanging. So to bring over to our friend's house, we're gonna make 2 of the cakes today. Maple pumpkin cake. Good morning, White Dove. How are you? Good to see you. Okay, so menu for the day going down. It's actually pretty busy, but nothing is really hard, any of the tasks today. And I think I have a good idea in my head of how I want things to go, and that way it won't take us too long either. So our duck leg confit. If actually none of the duck process was done on stream, this was from a, let's say, private event that I was asked to make. Just a little bit of ramen for people. So I did the duck breast and the ramen. And then for the leg, cured it up this week. And then I just sous vide it to confit it in its own fat. So I did 24 hours at 150 degrees Fahrenheit. So we just have to heat those through today because they're already cooked and crisp up the skin. It's going to be amazing. And yeah, duck confit, when it starts to cool off, is one of my favorite things. It goes good with so much stuff too. You can really put any side with it. Kimmers, how nice. Yeah, that'll be really nice to go out. It's like we don't always do something, but every now and then it's nice to do something social. Don't forget your social skills. Okay, so going along with our duck leg confit, so like I said, we just have to heat that through and crisp up the skin in a pan. Very, very quick cooking now that it's already prepped. I did link a recipe for the confit if you want to make it for yourself at home. It's from Serious Eats, so they explain all the steps really well. Going with that is Cookie suggested a potato Lyonnaise, which is just sliced potatoes into rounds, and then you basically just fry them in a pan with butter and onions. Gonna be delicious with the duck. And then to use up some winter veg just from the fridge, Brussels sprouts, carrots, and we're also gonna use up some broccoli stems. We'll slice those up and roast it with some herbs and garlic. So the potato Lyonnaise and the veggies will be done in the oven. The duck leg confit will be done on the stovetop. And then I think the first thing we will do today is the maple pumpkin coffee cakes. We'll get those done and baking in the oven, and then we can just kind of roll into making our quick lunch. And to finish off the stream, getting prepped for 2 days from now for actually my brother's pots and pans redemption. Is we're making pho on Sunday. It's the Maddie Matheson version with oxtail in it. So we have to start the broth with the bones today. And then tomorrow we'll strain out the bones, and then we start infusing it with the aromatics, and then Sunday we can finally use the broth. Yeah, Kimmers, I actually found the coffee cake recipe when I was scrolling through my Instagram, and I was like, whoa, that looks so delicious. I have to make this. I've had both a craving for like pumpkin things and maple-y things. So there's that. I hope it turns out great. I guess we'll find out. And yeah, I brought in a bunch of the ingredients for us to use today. One other interesting thing on the cake recipe is it doesn't have eggs in it, but I want to throw a couple eggs into it. And it also doesn't have butter. So I guess if you use like a dairy-free milk, it can be dairy-free as well as vegan. Interesting. So that's what she said. But yeah, I'm gonna sneak a couple eggs in there. Hi, Dust. Please don't be sorry. You're getting used to the time change there. Ah, it is 1 hour later for you. Yeah, I was like, what do you mean? I'm live on Twitch right now. I'm streaming. I was like, is my OBS broken? No, it's okay. Phew. Sammy, the torture of having broth cooking for 2 days. Yeah. Please. Okay, I'm gonna make up a little list-a-roo, and away we go. Hi, Mish, how are you? Dust is broken, a bit. We still love him though. Okay, so first things first, we'll do the coffee cake, and let me just peek back over here. 350 degrees Fahrenheit. She actually makes it in a 9-inch round springform pan. We're gonna just do it in the Lloyd pans today, rectangular style. Way easier. Hello, Josie. How are you? Okay, so coffee cake. There's quite a few components in the coffee cake too. There's like a topping, a cinnamon filling, and then the base of it. I'm intrigued. And then after the coffee cake, I think the next longest task is going to be the Lyonnaise potatoes. Is we need to first slice them, and then we quickly just boil them or parboil them through until they're like 75% of the way cooked. And then we just have to quickly fry them up and crisp them up with the butter and onions in the pan. So Lyonnaise potato, then we'll prep all of our roasted veg. And then while that stuff is roasting, we can be working inside on our duck confit. Sweet. And then lastly, like I said, is the faux broth or pho. Don't call it faux. Don't do it. Oh yeah, Dust. I'm so pumped for you. You got your new chair in. Your butt is going to be happy.
It'll only take about 30 minutes.
Sammy says he assembled his in 30 minutes. Is that a challenge?
I'm just saying.
He's not saying, he's just saying. Okay, so coffee cake. She says a deliciously moist and fluffy pumpkin cake sweetened with maple. So I'm not using maple sugar. I'm just using a little bit of the maple syrup. We switch out the maple sugar just with brown sugar. So sweetened with brown sugar and maple syrup. This cake is naturally vegan and packed with all the wonderful flavors of fall. Enjoy a slice or two with a cup of your favorite coffee and tea. Lots of good votes on it. It says prep time 20 minutes, cook time 50 minutes, and then cooling time 30. So about total time 2 hours. First things first, we make the spiced crumble topping, and then we make the coffee cake. And then while it's baking, we make the maple glaze, which is literally just maple syrup with a little bit of icing sugar mixed in. And once it's cooled off, we can drizzle it all over. Yum. Dust is like gonna purposely take twice as long to build it. He's having a slow day, and that's okay. Okay, so first things first, for the spice crumble topping, says combine brown sugar, flour, and our pumpkin spice. We'll just make a mix up of our own right now. I brought in 3 different spices to make the pumpkin spice. I don't see a point of buying a pumpkin spice mixture when you probably already have all of the ingredients for it to make yourself. So we just whisk that until combined, and then we stir in either oil or some melted butter. Put Chef Mike to work, and then we just put that aside until we're ready to crumble it over the cake. This sounds nice. Why did we put up the blanket? To help keep some warmth in here, Mish, is there's not a ton of insulation in this house, and also for a little bit of privacy too. And we really noticed the difference just putting that up. Yeah, this is an old farmhouse, so wasn't really built to the same spec as houses are built now, and that's okay. One other thing I really like about this cake recipe is we don't need a mixer. No stand mixer needed. Do I want to take out all of these bowls? Maybe. I'm gonna move this over. Boom. Okay, so doubling it up. It's gonna be so delish. Do this. Maybe we'll use this little thing for some melted butter. And then I'm quite sure we'll need this big blue bowl to make the entire cake batters.
Also really helps the camera not try to stretch it that far and try to make it all like.
And yeah, the camera doesn't have to try and focus on everything behind me either. I was saying it looks so sketchy though. This. Okay, pumpkin spice crumb topping. First thing we gotta do is actually mix up some pumpkin spice. So I have 3 different spices to do that today. Ground cinnamon, ground nutmeg, and ground allspice. I'll just take a little container and mix those all together. Pretty much just enough for us to use in this recipe today. So we need 4 teaspoons in the crumb topping and then 2 tablespoons in the coffee cake. Flood City, thank you so much. Subscribing at tier 1. Half a year already with you, part of the kitchen crew. I hope you've had a good week so far. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix, maybe not necessarily equal flavors. We'll do a little bit more cinnamon and allspice than the nutmeg, because nutmeg is really strong. Oh, have I even opened this yet? Yes. Whew, that scared me. So allspice. It's like half of the container. And then a couple teaspoons of nutmeg. There we go. And that's gonna be delish. And I'll just grab a spoon and mix it up. Smells good. Smelling very basic in here right now. Another awesome spice in here would be ground cloves. Yum. Looks good to me. Okay, we need 1 entire cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of flour, 4 teaspoons of pumpkin spice, and then I think I'll just mix it with a little bit of the melted butter. So half a cup of melted butter. Ooh. Have some dark brown sugar for that. Defo use it. Putting Chef Mike to work. Dust says, Sam, will I need any specific tools to put this together, or does it come with everything I need? Is it just like an Allen key? Read the instructions, he says.
I built my chair like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Frankly delicious. Hello. How are you doing? If consumed in amounts exceeding its typical use as a spice, nutmeg powder may produce allergic reactions, cause contact dermatitis, or even have psychoactive effects. Watch out, Frank is saying. Don't OD on the nutmeg. Got it. You got it. Set that aside for later. All right, Chef Mike. So we do need it fully melted. So what, 40 seconds should be good. Get some measuring cups and measuring spoons. One cup of brown sugar. Yeah, same thing with poppy seeds, Lily. That's true. Oh no, I was trying to not get the sugar everywhere, but it still happened. Send help. Should get a bench scraper to clean that up. I think if we smash this down, it'll be 1 cup. Yeah, perfect. Pop that into the bowl. Then we need 1 cup of flour. We got our butter melted. Yeah. So if you wanted it dairy-free, you could use oil, but I like butter. Hello, Vune. How are you? Welcome, welcome. How's the week going? Maybe I'll just mix the butter with the brown sugar to kind of melt it right now. Need mine and Sam's help with your kitchen? What's going on, Vune? What's happening? Let's also do a couple teaspoons of our pumpkin spice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Vune. We got a unicorn. Grab a spoon. So you notice at the bottom of the dishwasher that's beneath the sink was wet? The worst. Pulled out the dishwasher and there's water everywhere. Oh, that's like literally what happened like a month ago with our dishwasher, Vune. We're just like, why is the floor soaking wet? Cool. Cool. Have you found the source of the leak? Obviously, it's the dishwasher. Just don't know what part of the component, though. Oh, no. One of the drains on your sink got loose? The other thing I was just thinking is maybe the O-ring is gone, because we noticed that too. Over time, if you use really hot water, those O-rings will literally just disintegrate. Yeah, Flood City. Very appropriate. Welcome in. Okay, this is looking nummy. So this just gets crumbled over the top before we bake it. Yes, please. I feel like I distributed the pumpkin spice really well. Okay, we'll just put that to the side. A sip of water. And hi, iShot, how are you? The nail hole in the drain completely rusted through? Oh no. And the mold. Interesting. Yeah, the mold will like cause a backup or a leak. You wouldn't think of that, but I can see that making sense. And the faucet is rusted. Holy heck, Vune. What is happening over there? Crisis mode. Okay, next up, getting into our maple pumpkin coffee cake. We just made the spiced crumble topping. First things first, let's line our pan. I think I'm gonna do the double recipe in one Lloyd pan and have it really nice and tall. How do we feel about this, Sama? Because like a 9-inch round is pretty small, I feel. So one big Lloyd pan? Okay. It's gonna bake out of the pan. All right, let's get our parchment. Doesn't live over there anymore. Hey, Samovar, how are you doing? Vune, right? Wrong. I'm loving this story. Not because of the tragedy, just the way that you're explaining it. Oh my gosh, they just punctured the metal instead of doing it the proper way. That's a classic scenario as well. That's why I don't think I'll ever buy a house that's been owned by someone else for fear of how they have kept it up. For fear of how they've maintained things. So now you just had to literally order a new sink, Vune? Oh my goodness. PK Uno, thank you very much for the 100 biddies. Hope you've had a great week so far. It's good to be back. I'm also just gonna give a little non-stick spray because I always feel like it helps the parchment really stick in there nicely. Trev's in Portugal? What? That sounds lovely, Josie. Hi, I would like to go there. It's okay, Vune. You can't control all of the things that happen. So right now, yep, the kitchen's gonna be messy. Trust me, I've been dealing with a lot of kitchen things myself. Just know everything is gonna take time and go the way that it should. You got this. I'm happy you figured it out at least. And Flower, hello Flower. How has your week been? Thank you very much for the 19 months. Flower's almost been with us for like 2 years. What the heck? So mad you made your wife get you a bucket of KFC. Did it help? Your poor wife, Vune. All right. Pan's all lined. Good to go. It was on her way home. I'm just bugging. You know I'm just bugging. Just wanted to say hey. Hey to you. I hope you've been good. It helped a little bit? Okay, phew. That's good. Keyboard's broken? That seems to be the trend in my community. New keyboards for everyone for Christmas. Okay, now that we got our pan lined, we are going to add... Oh, I forgot this. Forgot to bring the lemon for the making some buttermilk. You ordered a new one? Oh, I'm pumped for you then, Samovar. We need to add some lemon juice to our milk and let it curdle for a bit. I gotta go quickly grab the lemon. Unless Sam can do it after this turn. That can maybe be a possibility. Mouse typing? Whoa, I can't even imagine. So we are gonna need... I'll measure out the milk and then I can bring that back to the fridge anyways when I grab the lemon. 2/3 of a cup of milk. And hi, Clemmy. Yeah, so far the day is good. The sun is shining. Can't complain. Maybe I'll just pour the milk in the butter container and then we don't have to waste one. Easy mode. This is a 1 cup container. Fill it 2/3 of the way. Vune, you had to Google what confit is. So you're telling me that you've never had it? I'm shocked. After salting and cooking in fat, confit can last for several months or years. Yep. When sealed and stored in a cool, dark place. Fat is an amazing product for preservation. Like, you can seal stuff up with fat and it'll last a long, long time. I'm so sorry about your kitchen, Vune. And thank you to the anonymous gifter gifting a sub to Clemmy, our favorite surgeon. Thanks for being part of the crew, Clemmy, for 3 months in a row now. Flower's on their way to yoga class. Sounds good, Flower. I hope you have nice stretches, some relaxation. Flood City? What? Okay, I just noticed that we got a hype train going. Thank you, friendos. 100 biddies from Flood City. Hype, hype, hype. Okay, let me go. What? Yeah, I got that earlier. Okay, sounds good, Flower. Sammy distractioning in the back. I'm gonna quickly run and go grab the lemon. I'll be right back. I gotta mute it. You were going to? Okay, Sammy's gonna do the lemon then. This is what I have for you. It's in the left-hand side of the fridge. Okay, so while we're waiting on our lemon juice, the next step, make the filling by combining all ingredients in a small bowl until well combined. So that it has a, we did the spice crumb topping and it has a cinnamon filling that we can just mix up. So it's literally just ground cinnamon and brown sugar. Just keep going. More sugar. Tablet typing is slightly better. That's good. And how are we settling in? Pretty good. Pretty good, Samovar. I think we've made kind of all the necessary changes and moves to be nice and safe and warm in here, to be able to stream throughout the winter. And Lyonnaise, let's go over that when we get closer to prepping for lunch stuff, because yeah, I would like to go over some of these French terms that people are unaware of. I am going just off of a whim here and saying that Lyonnaise stands for where the dish originated from. So Lyon is in France. But let's find out a little bit later some more history on it. Is it mayonnaise from Lyon? No. Okay, so I need 6 tablespoons of brown sugar. I'm just gonna eyeball it, and then a couple teaspoons of ground cinnamon. Lyon is actually, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful places in France. I loved it way more than Paris. I actually, yeah, didn't want to leave it. Thank you for the lemon, Sam. You're going to pick up the bags? Okay, see you soon. Sammy's going to pick up all the cooler bags from school for the kiddos. Cinnamon. You dream about going to Paris someday? I was very, very fortunate that when I graduated culinary school, or like a couple months after, one of my friends from here actually went and found a restaurant to work at in Paris. So my friend was working in Paris when I went to travel there, and it was actually their holiday time in the middle of summer. So she was actually leaving her apartment for about 3 weeks because, well, that's a thing in Europe. People actually have holidays for extended periods of time and don't have to work on them. And yeah, I held down her little apartment right in the middle of Paris. It was such a crazy cool experience. I will never forget that. The smallest apartment ever though, like maybe 300 square feet, not even. Okay, so here's our cinnamon filling. Cinnamon sugar filling for the cake. No, not Miracle Whip. Please don't. Did I speak any French? No. Yeah, I'm actually terrible. This is how I feel about it. Yeah, my family is half French, but we never really spoke any growing up. And I feel like if we didn't start there, it's really hard, or it just takes a lot of focus to be able to learn a new language now, but it is something I really want to learn. I find it so silly that North Americans can mostly only speak one language. Okay, so we made the filling, whisked together flour, pumpkin spice, baking soda, baking powder, and salt, and set that aside. Oh, and then in the larger bowl, okay, so a little bit of a smaller bowl. Get on your bed. Uncle will be back soon. In a bit of a smaller bowl, we mix up the dry goods, and we mix that into the wet afterwards. Cool. Here it's English from 1st grade and German from 6th or 7th on. Wow. See, like I'm trying to understand what Vune is saying. I took it for only 3 years in school. And then I started playing sports. Okay, flour. 4 cups of flour in here? Are we even gonna be able to fit all of this? Whoa. 4 cups of flour. This is me doubling it though. Vune, true, no one understands me. Oh my gosh, Vune can be my teacher. So before I went to Europe, I really wanted to like brush up on my stuff. So I got Rosetta Stone, but I don't know if I have like an active subscription anymore. If that's what they call it. I wonder. Okay, 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Whew. Good thing I got the new box yesterday. Defo will need that. That's amazing, Vune. Okay, so this is 1 teaspoon right here. And we'll have to get another one from the new box. Hi, Game Brain. You're living in South Dakota and you start a new job on Monday? Congratulations. That's very exciting. Okay, I can't. The box cannot be opened unless we do it through the tab here. So I guess there's that distraction. You went to French schools. See, I was raised all Catholic. So I feel like that's very different. Okay, that. What else? 1 full teaspoon of just the baking powder, the magical kind. Boom. Cool, Vion. 1 teaspoon of salt. Smoking internet speeds? Nice one. That's got to be exciting. Okay, I think that's it for this. Flour. Oh, the pumpkin spice. 2 tablespoons. Oh, we might have mixed up a bit extra. That's okay, though. 1. 2. And then before we forget, let's squeeze a bit of the lemon juice in here. Yeah, 14-year-old you. 5 hours of French every day for 5.5 months? Wow. So that's how you learn another language. That's a juicy lemon. How much lemon juice do we actually need, though? 2 teaspoons worth, so probably not even this full half. Yeah, you're a lemon dog. Does anyone else's dogs really love sour stuff? Like, I'll let you lick this, because I know you like sour things. You should see your face. I'm dead. I'm dead right now. You're hilarious. Come here. You need lemon in your life? I'm gonna go wash my hands. So either lemon juice or vinegar works for this. You just need an acidic component to help curdle the milk. I know. She didn't lick it because she knew what was gonna happen. So look at this. As soon as I added the lemon juice, the milk has started to curdle and get clumpy. So let's whisk this up. And we'll set that aside, and then we just have to deal with the wet stuff. And then I think I'll quickly go turn on the oven, get it heating up, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and we'll get this cake baking. Curdle. Curdle it up. Why though what? Perfect. Next up. Curdle is What, is curdle worse than the word moist? I don't think so. Moist. Lime and vodka. Oh, yeah. That'll wake you up. I don't think I can do it though. Okay. Now we're whisking together oil and sugar until smooth and well combined with no lumps. Then we add maple syrup, pumpkin puree, vanilla. And then we add the dry into the wet, alternating with the curdled milk. Ah! You know what else I'm gonna mix into the oil and sugar at that point is 3 of these eggs. Because I wanna use them up as well. I think it'll be awesome in the cake. It'll turn out really, really nice. So there is that. Call it an unsweetened margarita. I was gonna say, like, that's gotta be so tart. 0 sugar. Holy smoky. What do the eggs do in the cake? It'll add a sort of binder mesh, and it also might help it get a little bit lighter as well. Add some protein and health. Help fill you up. But it doesn't call for it. It's actually a vegan cake recipe. I just think that it is weird without eggs. It's just gonna be better, right? It can't be worse with eggs in it. Okay, so now 1 full cup of oil, as well as 1.5 cups of brown sugar. I am using grapeseed oil. Yeah, vodka and soda. I'm just like not really a vodka drinker anymore. I like more flavor. Like gin or tequila. That's the goodness. Okay, 1.5 cups brown sugar, I said. It's actually not that bad, but there is quite a bit of sugar in other areas of the cake. So I'm sure by the time it's all combined, nice sweetness to it, but not too much. The pumpkin and the spices will help cut through the sugar as well. And then we probably need some vanilla now. Dust. Do not even say that word. Ooh, I can't open it. The only vodka you still drink, Vune, is caramel vodka shots. I could see that being a thing. Add that in there. Got our whisk here still. So no lumpies, they said. So I'll mix this up first with the oil and the vanilla. Then we'll whisk 3 eggs into it. Gotta get the pumpkin puree opened from the can still. Samovar, you've always been a vodka guy? I think Bacardi, just how terrible it is, ruined me growing up. So now I can't really look at any vodkas. Whoa, look at the shape of this egg. I just want to show you. That was a squeeze. If I show you like how lopsided it is, can you see that? What happened there? Whew. The chicken, the poor chicken. Okay, I'm gonna crack this in the container because I'm kind of wary about how this egg's gonna be now. Okay, it's good. Oh no, Mish wants to get banned. Mish is heading for a ban. Better be careful. Fight him from so far away. Break this up and stir it until this is smooth. Nom. This will totally change the look of it too. Nice. Kind of like helps to emulsify the sugar and the oil. So awesome. There's a lot of steps in this cake. It better be heckin' good. Do I have steel whisks too? Yes, I do. Lots and lots. Shout out Moist Jesus. That's one of your favorite streamers? Gotta go check it out then. Okay. Where are we at here? We need some pumpkin puree. And that's the last thing. 2.5 cups of our pumpkin puree. And then the maple syrup as well. Let's not forget that. Can't really call it pumpkin maple cake without any maple. And check this out. We need 2/3 of a cup of the maple syrup. This is from Sam's parents. You know you're very Canadian when you get your own syrup from family. Dust. These questions right now. Did you actually have a question, or are you just causing trouble? You're funny, Game Brain. Get hammered. Open this up. We didn't actually need this little bowl, hey? This. And a spoon. And what? Haven't used that yet. Oh no. Yeah, right. If Mish was ever well behaved, I would think there's something wrong. Maybe that's a next year thing. Could always hope for next year. Nice one. Yeah, I think you're a pumpkin dog too, aren't you? I could see that. So this is what I'm using. Pure pumpkin. Good source of fiber. And also, let's note, fancy grade, okay? I'm just gonna scoop it into this because this is a 1 cup measure. I think we're done with that. And this. Maybe even that. And then we gotta think of something else to use the pumpkin up in. But this will put a good dent in this can. 2.5 cups worth. Gotta even this out a bit though. Okay. So 1. Put it in the oil thing on purpose because then it didn't stick when you went to pour it. It just slid right out. Pro tip. It's gonna be so nummy. 2. And then 1/2. Bam. Leave that in there. Get rid of this. I don't think we need any more of these measuring spoons, so that's good. Oh my gosh, we're almost ready to start mixing up the cake batter. Yum. So there's our curdled lumpy milks. You got that. We're also done with the pumpkin spice, so we can put that to the side. Let's whisk this until it's smooth. Hi, Bonk. How are you doing? As well as Farby, welcome in. We're making the maple pumpkin cake. Yeah, deadly menu. Starting with dessert, then we'll get into our duck confit lunch, and then we finish by starting to make the pho broth for Sunday. Nom. Okay. Add dry ingredients to the wet, alternating with the milks. Pour half the batter in the pan. Put in the cinnamon filling. Add the rest of the batter. Top it with the spice crumble. Bake it up. I'm loving this. You're tired, Bonk, but waking up? Yeah, I have felt like that this entire week. Like, it's taken me until 1 p.m. to feel woken up. What is that about? The Doge? The Doge has been here the whole time. And then I'm going to assume that this is going to get pretty thick too. So I'm going to switch from the whisk to a spatula. Pronounce Doge as doggy. I don't know which one is more proper for the spelling. I'm just going to get rid of this stuff. Come back. Come on. Yeah, come on. There we go. All right. This looks like butterscotch pudding. Nice, Game Brain. That sounds like an awesome move. Okay, so let's do like half at a time. We'll do a couple different increments. There. And then we'll also pour. Oh, let's give this curdled milk a stir too. Our lemon milk. Had a windstorm this weekend or last weekend, and both the GFU and you have allergy-induced colds. Weird. Weird, Bonk. And what do I always say when we're making like a sort of cake or quick bread is never over mix it. That's how it ends up dense and tough. This is looking great though. We're down with the thickness. Okay, the rest. That. Get rid of this. Can top. We are down with this thickness. Cool bonk. Yeah, sounds like busy times for everyone lately. Isn't that how October always is, though? Is like kind of knowing that winter is coming, you're always getting different stuff ready. Would love to see me make toffee and caramels and holiday candy and cookies well before the actual holidays so you can get the ingredients. The stores in this small town are lacking many things. Yeah. Heckin' love making all sorts of holiday stuff. Okay, it looks like we're almost done mixing here. Scoop a few times down through the bottom. Make sure there's no big lumps of dry bits. Like that and that. Boom. That's looking nummies. Yeah, we had our Thanksgiving last weekend, Game Brain. We did a big smoked turkey feast. I made Sammy pecan pies because Thanksgiving weekend is always around his birthday. Sometimes you have these moments when you watch me prep stuff and you're like, you've been doing this wrong your whole life. Viewed the batter. You mix it like there's no tomorrow. Thought dense is good. But what I said makes so much sense. I'm happy to help. Yeah, baking is one thing. Candy making. I wanted to be a chocolatier until I learned what is necessary to be a chocolatier. Much more work than you would ever think. It's a very stressful job. Okay. Bringing the pan over, so we have a couple different components here still. Open this up a touch. We have our kind of cinnamon, it's literally just cinnamon and sugar filling that we sprinkle in the middle. And then we made our pumpkin spice streusel topping that gets crumbled over the top. So you can see as we let it sit here, away from the hot area as it got harder with the butter in it. So that gets crumbled over the top. Real quick though, before we even start to assemble, I'm just gonna go turn on the oven to get it preheating. 350 Fahrenheit, because it's gonna take a little bit. Yeah, same goes for ground meat. Good one, Mish. Don't over mix it. Definitely, such a good tip. Yeah, nut brittles are delish. Okay, I will be right back. Just gonna quickly mute because I don't think my mic will go all the way. And I love how Doggo knows. Okay, I'm back. Ever heard of cookies called Dream Drops made with baking pneumonia? What? No? What is that? Dust is screaming. I need to see this gif. I don't believe you. I freaking love that movie so much. I was gonna say, you're asking for it, Dust. This is like the meme I tagged you guys in on Instagram. Do I actually moderate right now? Oh, I almost forgot to save half of this. Get back in the bowl. Thanks for the moist distractions. I'm even distracted right now. It's too moist. There's too much moist in chat. Okay, phew. Saved the day. So spread this out. And then we gotta sprinkle our filling. The cinnamons. Hot Carl! Thank you very much for the 15 months in a row being part of the kitchen crew. Happy Friday to you. Yeah, doing good. Doing good. Excited for the weekend. It's good to be back. Okay, so we spread that out really nice and even. Now, let's not go any further. Got a phone call? I'll ban you later. That's the greatest sentence ever, Dust. I'm dead. Okay. We got some fillings. I don't know if I'll sprinkle all of this in. And then I'm also just being kind of crazy with it. Why not? Okay, now the other half. This is looking good. All the filling? Dental fillings? This, yes. Dental fillings incoming, Vune. I think this is gonna be like the greatest thing ever. Might be my new favorite fall dessert. It better be heckin' good with all these components in it. It's only taken us like an hour to make it all. I'm making a mess. Have you never, Vune? You've never made a pumpkin pie? I know my brother heckin' loves them. Sam doesn't really, though. So maybe this will be the good middle ground. Yum. What is even gonna go on in the middle when we bake this? I actually have no idea. And as always, we laughed at the round cake pan guidance and then just put it in a rectanguloid pan, as always. Okay, now the streusel crumble. This is gonna be good, Dust. Yeah, pumpkin pie is uncommon in Germany. Is like squash popular though, or pumpkin just is not really a thing? This looks so good. The streusel. I gotta scrape it off of the bowl though. It got stuck. And yeah, after the cake goes in the oven, we're gonna start on prepping our Lyonnaise potatoes. Maybe, like I said, we'll do a read through to learn about what we're making today too, because there are some French culinary terms that maybe not everyone knows. I'm literally just using the spoon to crush this up rather than getting my hands messy. Pumpkin spice streusel. All right. Yummy, and the sugar's gonna melt into the dough. Pumpkins in general are only sold in the fall, and there are only 3 types: butternut squash, Hokkaido, yep, and the something called decorative, which aren't really edible. They're not the best, but the Hokkaido pumpkins we call kabocha squash here. I really love those though. It's one of my favorite squashes, and the nice thing about the Hokkaido pumpkin is the skin is actually edible. So when you roast it up, it gets so nice and soft and buttery that you don't even have to peel it. Really easy to prep and then just throw into the oven. View, and that is so funny you're saying that. We're making that soup tomorrow. Butternut squash, coconut, ginger soup. One of the few vegan things that I will happily make and eat. And then we're gonna do, I found a rolled turkey breast yesterday at the store. So we're gonna roast the turkey breast and make turkey salad sandwiches to go with the soup. Okay, this is the most crumble ever on a coffee cake. I don't even know what's going on right now. This can't be okay. I'm scared. Not actually though. It's gonna be too heckin' delicious. That, oh, I'm putting pumpkin spice everywhere. Throw the pumpkin spice. 'Tis the season. Okay, just gonna take these dishes and wash my hands. This is going to be amazing. I can feel it. Feel it in my bones. Can just imagine how good it is with coffee. Wow, where's the cake? We don't even know where the cake is. Awesome. All right, I will take that out and return. Be right back. And we're gonna get into some potato prep. Maybe I'll even bring, or actually I'm just gonna take all of this ingredient bin out of the way for now. It'll be the best scenario. So we basically have everything else for lunch. Sweet. Okay, hold tight, I'll be right back. And it says, I think 45 to 55 minute bake time, so quite long. Why don't we check it after 25 minutes? I'll set a timer. We return with dog. All right, let me just wipe off the board. I feel some little residual sugar granules. Kiwi has her own Discord channel now? That's too much, Vune. Too much. Yeah, autumn coffee cake. OD. Stay up for a week or so. Perfect. Switch it up here. Okay, so Lyonnaise potato recipe. Let me search one more thing here. Lyonnaise potatoes is a French dish of sliced pan-fried potatoes and thinly sliced onions, sautéed in butter with parsley. Lyonnaise means, oh, I guessed right, from Lyon or Lyon style, after the French city of Lyon. Potatoes are often par-cooked before sautéing, rather than being cooked raw in the pan. And that is it. Very, very simple. This is what our recipe says from Delish. All you need is some potatoes, some fat, and plenty of salt. This French variety elevates the pan-fried potato even further with the addition of caramelized onions and lots of butter. What's not to love? Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. We'll start by just par-cooking the potatoes. And then we will drain the water out, kind of dry out the pan, get it ready for cooking the onions down. So while the potatoes are boiling, we'll thinly slice all of our onions, so then those can go into the pan with butter. Let those slowly start to cook and caramelize. And then once they're like kind of golden brown, return the potatoes to the pan and I'll pop everything in the oven to roast up that way. And Joyce, thank you so much, Joyce, subscribing for 14 months already to the channel, being part of our kitchen crew. I know you are pretty serious about food. Have you cooked anything awesome lately, Joyce? We've been silently lurking in your streams a few days a week for sure. Just checking up on you. And I also keep up to date by following your Instagram too. Love all of your art posts. Going good. Currently eating some seafood porridge and dumplings for lunch. Yum. What kind of dumplings? Yeah, Joyce's channel is the food beacon of the art community. Totally. Well, I mean, she crushed all of our food-related emotes, so there's got to be something there. I've been craving that too and thinking about it. Made a sheet pan and nachos last night. So awesome. I am always okay with nachos. Okay, so recipe we're making 4 servings, prep time 10 minutes, total time 45 minutes. We need potatoes, butter, oil, onion. I don't have parsley today. I have some other herbs that I'm gonna use for garnish, so I left that out. But if you want, you can use parsley and then just some salt and pepper. And I brought the cake out to Sammy. He's outside. Whenever the oven is hot, he will be putting the cake in for us. And then I'll set our timer from there. Away we go. Coffee cake, check. Lyonnaise potatoes, next. And I think I'll prep all of our potatoes and kind of parboil them on the board with us. We got some Pacific Pearl, some white potatoes. They used russet in their recipe, but I don't like peeling potatoes if I don't have to. So I would rather just take care of some of the blemishes and leave them whole, but still slice them the same. Thanks for the alert, Game Brain. And Paloozer, welcome in. Twitch made me sure. You subscribed with Prime Gaming for 16 months in a row now, Paloozer. Thank you very much for that. Hope your week has been good. Oh, go turn 5 pounds of chicken thighs into crispy air-fried garlic parm. I'm dead. I'm coming over. That sounds so delicious. You know what I've been loving? Is all of the sunshine in this province. I forgot just how sunny it always was. Like every day this week, it's been so nice and sunny. I think that's really helping us through the winter. And I know, Paloozer, we said, like, where did the week go? Went so fast. Because we also had holiday Monday, right? So I'm only gonna make enough potatoes. I was planning on, what? Maybe I'll do it in our braiser pan here. And then we can fry the, or maybe I'll do it the other way. This big cast iron might be better for frying up the duck confit, all 4 legs. So I'll save that. And then we'll do our smaller frying pan for the potatoes. Gosh, this one. So basically just cut enough to fit in there. And hi, Titan. Yeah, are you sure it's duck? We've had issues with this before. It might just be rabbit leg. It might just be. Okay, so we're only gonna clean off any blemishes that we need. That I'll just slice. That was honestly the funniest stream ever. Titan. Duck ramen. Just kidding, it's actually rabbit. Bring my compost over. And so this is what we're gonna do. Start by cleaning these up. Then we'll slice them. It says 1/4 inch thick. Ouch. Getting a pull on my hair in the apron. So slice them 1/4 inch thick rounds. And then we do a parboil in just some salted water in the frying pan really quick. Just to get it cooked through about 75%. And then we drain that. Start frying up and caramelizing the onions. Once those are golden brown, then we put the potatoes back in. And fry it all up together. Nom. Hello, Hassan. How are you doing? Yeah, duck or rabbit, either way it's good. That is true as well. Who is Titan? Titan is Titan. Yeah, rabbit. There's some pretty big jackrabbits around here. Forgot how big they are. Yeah, who are we all, really? Misha's going deep. Boom. Save the veggie peeler because we might need it for our carrots for roasting. That's what we're prepping next after this. Oh my gosh, Titan. Actually, you saw them run it over? That's aggressive. Okay, so 1/4 inch thick, and then some of these are bigger than others, right? So this big potato, we should probably match the size to the smaller potato. So we can just cut that in half and do like half rounds, if that's the case. It did run out on the highway. It is, yeah, kind of the rabbit's fault. You're right. Yeah, sometimes you can't help it. So we have yellow and white fleshed potatoes. This will be interesting. I think we actually even prepped too much, but that's fine. The rabbit got rubbed. I can't even repeat that sentence. Too good, Bonk. Too good. Yeah, the rubbing was fatal. Oh, yeah, eating flies when you're riding a motorbike, Vune. I get that. Growing up, I had some friends with ATVs and like a lake property. So yeah, I've had my fair share of eating bugs while either on a dirt bike or a quad. You do learn to keep your mouth shut. That's for sure. Skunks are the bane of your existence, Paloozer. Okay, so this is a lot of potatoes. Gonna like fill up the entire pan. I left this one out on purpose because we just don't need that much. Now I'm gonna set up the induction. Also, let's just wipe our knife off before the potato starch gets all stuck on there. That's Titan's portion of taters. No. Titan, no. I don't think I'm gonna heat the duck up in the sous vide today, so I'll get rid of this. We'll say the sous vide or the circulator works really good to heat up the place too. Hot circulating water. It's like the opposite end of the swamp cooler in the summer. Okay, so just bring in my induction beside me here. And then let's see how these even fill up the pan. I'm hoping we'll get one nice even layer that I can just slowly simmer in our salted water. I think that'll be good. Hey, Amsand, yeah, I know. Sammy showed me the Nintendo update for Animal Crossing, like right as the stream was starting. We can grow stuff now? We can even cook stuff? Wait, it's gonna be the last free update. I saw that they added some like new paid content, but that's gonna be like a forever thing now? Bonk. No. Okay, so this is maybe gonna overflow. I might have to switch the potato pan for the duck pan. I think that's a better option, is we don't want to be cutting it too close where that's gonna go over, because potato water is so messy. Exactly, Vune. It's like, yeah, we can actually do cooking on our gaming streams now. I even said to Sam before I started the stream today, I was like, I'm not cooking real food today, Sam. I'm just gonna stream Animal Crossing cooking. Yeah, I saw the DLC, $25 US. I mean, I guess if it's the only game I really play, it could be worth it. And hi, Cookie. How was your appointment? I hope you're a-okay. Just a quick checkup. And thank you so much, Cookie, for the 1,700 biddies first thing. Thank you, thank you. Okay, just gonna go fill this up with cold water. I will be right back. We'll get those simmering. Then it's onion slicing time. Will we cry? Where's Sama going? Just wait, I need to talk to Sam. See if we put our cake in yet. I didn't set a timer, so I hope he did. It's not working. That is fine. All right. Onion time. Oh, okay. Bonk says version 2.0 will be the last major free content update. It is fair. Not everything can be free. Oh no, Amsand. I hope that you get some like good healing vibes going. Your right arm is in pain. Maybe get some stretches. Yeah, calling it out is not wrong. It's true. Compost. Just want to peel this part off of the onion skin before I even put it on the cut-in board. I don't need mold in my life. That's gonna be a nah. Torino! Hello, friend. Yeah, you just got here. What's even going on right now? We're making potatoes Lyonnaise. Titan, tell Sammy you need a few pounds of bacon. Okay, we can only make bacon and jerky when we get the new fridge, though. Otherwise, there's absolutely no room. Which actually should be soon. And then Sama let me know that there's someone at his job that is maybe going to be leaving next month. So I might actually start working there part-time too to make some extra truck fundage. Why not? I mean, shoot, I gotta go to work with Sama every day? Never done that before. Okay, just looking at our onion. So I'm gonna pick out or cut out this root end right there, because when we slice it, it's gonna keep all the slices together, and we don't necessarily want that. We want separate onion slices. So just angle your knife to cut that out. And now we're going to julienne. We can use your fridge, Titan? Okay, perfect. We've been working together a whole lot. Yep. Slice the onions not too thin, but also not too thick. And it will cook down quite a bit, so might as well use this whole thing. And yeah, Sammy will still eat these potatoes because he can just like leave the onion pieces out for himself. And then the rest of us get more caramelized onion in our life. But I am okay with that. So those, I suppose, we'll just pop in a container and set aside so that we can keep working on the roasted veg as we're waiting on the potatoes to blanch. What am I feeling right now for containers? I'm gonna get a little deli container. Oh, you gotta go outside, okay. So our roasted veggies for lunch today, Brussels sprout, carrot, and also broccoli stem we're gonna use up. Yeah, who would even pay for this cooking simulator? You know? Interactive cooking sim. Dead. Yeah, did I hear Brussels sprouts? And I will be honest, wasn't really happy with the availability that I had at the store yesterday. They didn't look that good, so that's why I decided to bulk it out with some other veggies. I got a bit sad. So I think we'll have to peel up the broccoli stems. You had too much coffee? I've noticed lately that, like, when I have my cup of coffee, I've been getting very sweaty. Sweaty palms. I don't know why. Oh man, overcooked? Please. Please, no. Some organic carrots. Delish. Use all that up. Okay, where do we want to start? I think we'll start with the carrots, get those all peeled because they don't actually look the best. Torino. Butterflies? Where's the butterflies? Just put the cake in? Okay. 25 minutes. Hey Siri. 25-minute timer. I would assume so. Green Fang. I've never actually looked it up just because I've always assumed that Brussels sprouts have come from Brussels in Belgium. Are we wrong though? Who? Are you okay? Nice. You got your bags? Nice. The Brussels sprout, I was like, Paloozer has this covered for us, so I'll just wait. The Brussels sprout is a member of the Gemifera group of cabbages grown for its edible buds. The leaf vegetables are typically 1.5 to 4 centimeters in diameter and resemble miniature cabbages. Brussels sprout has long been popular in Brussels, Belgium, from which it gained its name. I've been there too. Oh my gosh. Okay, so 2 items today from Europe, and I've been to both of the places they originated from. Blast from the past. You're too late, Mish. You need to focus more on being bad, please. Everyone else has the good things covered. Thank you. We got almost simmerage in our potatoes here, so I'll just watch, because we're not making mashed potatoes. We just want them parboiled through. Because we still gotta fry them up with butter. Yeah, Brussels sprout plants, if you've never seen them, I really urge you all to do a quick Google search. They're pretty adorable. They do look like little trees. Oh, what I still have to do is add some salt into our potato water. Interesting, ampersand. I wonder, hey? There we go. Hello, FCB. How are you doing? Okay, so that's all prepped. Put that back over there. Let's see how much sprouts we get first from cleaning. So, as always, let's just pour all of this out of the bag. The mussels from Brussels. Yeah, when I was there, the first night I was in Brussels, I sent Sam a photo flexing. Look, mussels in Brussels. He's like, good one, Kate. Good one. Okay, so always start by just cutting the bottom part of the stem off and separating that. And we really want to cut as little off as possible so that we have more edible stuff in the end. The meds are kicking in good, ampersand. Okay, I think I need to pull my table a bit forward. There we go. It was just on my mount system here and it kept bumping it. We're safe now. Don't think you've ever had Brussels sprouts? They get a pretty bad name for themselves. I think a lot of people cook them terribly. And so then they taste like garbage, and then that's how people always think of them. But roasting, in my opinion, is probably the best way to cook a Brussels sprout. I would never suggest to boil a Brussels sprout. They're much better with like a nice dry hot heat. So now we can kind of pick through what we've cut off. Most of this is just gonna go in the compost, but any leaves that are still nice like this, nice and clean, we'll just pop that to the side because we can put that on the roasting pan. They crisp up really good. But only the good leaves. And then also, you can pick around the sprouts. See, this is why I was very unhappy with the sprouts at the store. Because they look good from the outside, but I know as soon as we start peeling off the outer layers, literal, look at this. So they're really bad for getting aphids and worms and any sort of pest like that throughout, which is also why I only grew them once in a season because they just got covered in aphids. I honestly don't know if I'll use any of these. I'm probably going to actually just take my receipt back to the store. Look at that. An entire full worm is there.
Trash!
We'll pick through some. If I find that they're all wormy, I'm not using them and I'm getting my money back.
Yep. That was like $7 in Brussels sprouts.
Yeah. Okay, so picking through this one, entire wormhole. I'm not even going to waste my time.
It'll look bad.
So I'm just going to put that back in the bag. And I suppose we just have roasted carrots and broccoli stems today. I like how even you guys are just like, don't use the trash, Kate. Okay, fine. I'll go back to the store.
You guys cook that for me?
And yeah, save the video. I'll just bring this entire thing back. Be like, you can have these. I thought I'd be able to pick through them, but it's garbage.
These are trash.
Hi, Tony. How are you? Trash sprouts. Not what we're about. Okay, I see simmerage on my potatoes, so I'm just gonna do a quick switcheroo here. Take my paring knife and just see how cooked through they are. Still got some crunch, but we do want that. Just gonna turn that off and let them sit in the hot water. Hey, you think you need a hug after that, Torino? How do you think I feel? Okay, now moving on to an ingredient that most people overlook, but we don't have to. So see how when I cut that, it was really tough on the outside? I think I'm actually just going to use my paring knife, and you can almost clearly see the separation. There's like that really thin line of a more yellow color, and that's where we want to peel the outside of the broccoli stem away because it's really woody. You can even just get it started and then peel back like that. And then as it goes more towards like the top of the broccoli stem where the florets would be, much more soft and less to pick off. But you don't want to leave the woody stuff on because it'll just get worse once you cook it. Be like very papery feeling. But still, I mean, why would we waste all this goodness when it just needs a little bit of love?
That's wood that the owners are storing in the house.
Atomic. This is the first time I ever joined the stream, and I have so many questions. What's with the wood?
Water bath.
I put the water bath on the desk because I wasn't using it anymore today.
I just realized that actually.
And yeah, the wood is the owner's. Hi, Caffeinated. How are you doing? And Dust, thanks for gifting a sub to Green Fang, as well as Atomic Froster. Thank you, Dust. Welcome to the kitchen crew, friends.
The question more is, why is the circulator on the pizza desk?
I had nowhere else to put it, okay? We have a very small space. I'm trying to get used to the small spaces because it's going to be getting even smaller next year. All the background things are just us testing you to see if you're actually paying attention or not. I can clearly see you're not focused on the food. Yeah, Dust, enjoy the emotes, ad-free viewing, sub badges, all of the goodness. Oh no, you joined at the bug-filled Brussels sprouts? I mean, I don't know. If I say it's not always like this here, you probably won't believe me. So, I don't even know if I want to leave it up to chat.
While you use lunch.
Oh gosh. I don't even know if this is gonna roast up. I'm so sad. I'm like shook over those Brussels sprouts. I don't even know what to do. Currently getting a strainer. We're gonna go strain our potatoes and get them out of the hot water so that we can get these onions caramelizing. One sec. I actually do have a pepper, Vune. Good one. I do have a pepper in the fridge to use up. Okay, so this is how it looks. All I did was poke my paring knife through. It went through really nice and easy, but the potatoes aren't falling apart, which is important. Oh no, it's too dangerous. Is chat being too crazy? I just hear giggles from you. He's just giggling in the background. What's behind the curtain? I feel bad for the new people. They don't understand all of the craziness that happens here. Yeah, the stripper pole. Torino, we don't tell the new people that.
You can't just bust that out.
We gotta let them actually stay a while first. Okay, turning my induction back on, same pot. I'll just let that dry up first. And then we'll do a mixture of oil and butter to start our caramelized onions. And that way they won't burn too quick. Cutting it with a little bit of oil. And then while those are caramelizing, we'll keep working on our stuff here. I think if I put it down on this side and then just cut down, that works the best. Yeah, I've heard of a green screen, but a gray sheet? This is very next year. Just drying up the potato water in the pan. Smells like caramel already. Yum. What kind of oil did you confit the duck in? Is this a trick question? Because you don't confit in oil. The duck confit in its own fat. And I actually did it in that circulator that you see on my husband's PC desk there. I did 150 degrees Fahrenheit for 24 hours. We got some hot oil. Nice. Onions cooking. Let's slice a bit of butter too. Y'all hear that sizzle, right? Something like that to start. Can't go wrong. Yeah, we just let it render out. I find that that works the best with the duck legs, and then we should be able to crisp it up. No problem. That'll be one of the last things that we do today. And now the smell of fried onion commences. Terrible. More of a sous vide duck than confit. Why, you've never confit in the sous vide? That's like the easiest way to do it. Are you a chef, Atomic? Nice. Are these sprout stalks? They are just broccoli stems, Josie, that I didn't want to throw out. Considering we are not using the Brussels sprouts because they're absolute trash, I'll be taking those back to the store and getting my money back. And then I think I'll quickly go run and grab the bell pepper that Vune said or suggested. I think it's okay. Felt a little bit soggy. Okay, I gotta give these onions a stir. And then what we got on our cake timer, 7 minutes. What does Lyonnaise mean to us? We learned earlier that Lyonnaise literally just means from Lyon, which is a place in France. Just means that the dish originated in that specific region. Okay, so for this to roast, it is quite soft and won't take a long time. This is what I'm thinking, maybe just on the bias. Kind of bigger slices like that. Yum. Yeah, there's cake. It's baking right now, Amsan. Check out the recipe. So many good recipes today. The cake is second last. Linked there. Maple pumpkin coffee cake. Next up, I think I'm just gonna cut the carrots the exact same way on the bias like that. So easy. Just the only thing we want to remember is to keep it all the same size, right? As we get thicker, we want to go thinner with the carrot slices. Oh, maple pumpkin coffee. I did put cake in the title, right? Now you're making me wonder. The birthplace of literally all the food we eat today. What's that? France? I don't know if all food originated in France, but the cooking techniques definitely did. Holy smokes, these onions. We're making some progress here. Starting to get golden brown. It does sound good, yeah. It's like, dang, should have just made that. Look at that. Nom. Gonna ask why you're cutting the carrots into an oval shape. And then I remembered Kate doesn't cut corners. Ah! Cookie! It's too good. Cutting it on the bias. I love our bad puns here. So, so good. These are the jokes, folks. Paul Bacchus is from Lyon. Yeah, I walked by his spot many, many times when I was there. Okay, I'm gonna quickly go grab the bell pepper, and I might as well check on our coffee cake baking at the same time if I'm heading that way. I will return. Maybe give these onions a stir one more time so they can keep caramelizing evenly. See what else I can scrounge from the fridge for roasting. I don't really think I have much else. Yeah. Okay, BRB. Okay, I'm back. I have returned. I found a pepper. It looks a little sad. I've also returned with many herbs for our roasted veggies. Same with garlic to dress them up like that. And then I found, and also thought this would be absolutely amazing, to shave and use up the truffle cheese over the potatoes. Because we're sick like that. Let me just... Gotta stir those again. And then the cake is looking fabulous. It's rising up. It looks so delicious with the streusel on top. Very happy with how it's baking. So I set another 15-minute timer to check it then. Sammy playing Hearthstone? Yes. Okay, nice. Able to at least get some of that. Just gonna pick out these seeds. Also see what's happening in here. It seems a little soft. do some bigger pepper chunks, otherwise they'll just roast too quickly. Yeah, this side. I think the fridge was a bit too cold. Kind of, when it freezes the produce, it goes bad pretty quick. I moved from there. And honestly, so far, I'm loving the sunshine. I really don't miss the island. Yeah, Vancouver Island bonk. Victoria is the city. So I think Victoria Island is in Australia or something. It does exist. Dust. I'm in Victoria, VC. Dead. You're killing me, Dust. Okay, let's get a roasting pan. I'm just gonna transfer the veggies and I will show you what's happening.
We've been to the Russells in Victoria.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, we've been to the Russells there. I actually have some whisks that I need to return. Wait, that was a bad end. Glad I caught that. Yeah, when we were on the island, we went on Check News during the pandemic. That was really fun. That's a nice colorful tray at least still. Okay, let me just grab a trivet. You worked there for a bit after restaurants? I can't recall the last time we were in there. It was like earlier last year, I think. Okay, so some of these are like really caramelized if we look. And then others aren't as much. So I didn't want to get it too brown because we still have to cook the potatoes in here. And we don't want to burn the onions because that's not a good flavor either. So now it's time to, I think, add a bit more butter for sure. And add our potatoes in here, get it all mixed up. And then we'll just be popping that into the oven with the veg. I'm not gonna watch this on the stovetop. Oh, you work on the ferries now. That's cool too. I've always wondered how that is. Please cook spring rolls so you can learn them? Sure, Josie. And if you want to learn them sooner, some of the best spring rolls I've ever seen made on Twitch are actually BB Bubs' wife, Just Be You. If we can get a shout out for BB Bub's stream. I know they made lumpia not long ago. And they look amazing. Hello, iStrip. You have news. Very good news. Let's hear it. And all good, Vune? It's okay.
Let me guess.
Things happen. With a Z, yeah. 3 B's and then 2 B's and a Z. It's a crazy one. It's okay, I got it. I got it. Cookie's like, I got this. As long as someone's got it. Because yeah, we've not used any fat yet for the potatoes. So how are they gonna fry up if there's no fat? And dry potatoes are just absolutely terrible if you've ever had that experience. So let's melt the butter up into the onions. And then as they're roasting in the oven, I think I'll give them a stir a couple moments. Couple of times, and that way we know that it's roasting through really evenly. In his defense, he was pretty high when he made his Twitch name. True, Torino. Yum, look at this. Okay, am I able to check DMs because it can only be through that? Yes. Tell me when you post in Discord and I'll go look. So we boiled or parboiled these potato slices in seasoned water already, but I'm sure we will need more salt to season it all the way through. Oh no. Get back in there. I'm happy that we chose this dish to cook the Lyonnaise in. And let's also get some pepper on here. Both salt and pepper are needed. Okay, posted. Give me 1 sec. BB Bubs. Josie, Cookie just did the shout out for the stream. BB Bubs, he's a cooking streamer on Twitch. Also, well, I think he's looking to find a restaurant job again, but he is a chef too. So lots of good stuff to learn from there. What? What? Eye strip. That's so cool. Sama, read it. I don't think we can. No, you gotta look back here.
Oh, wicked.
That's so awesome. Congratulations. But we can't spoil it, right?
Well, what?
Well, you said he can only post it in DM. What's the difference between straight boiling and parboiling? So parboiling is you're only partially cooking the food in the water. So these we took about 75% of the way, so they don't take as long to finish. Whereas a full boil is like you're fully cooking it until it's soft and pretty much falling apart. So now let's spread this back out. And then like I said, kind of as these roast away, we'll give them a couple stirs every now and then to make sure it's caramelizing evenly. Feel good about that.
Just let us know when we can talk about it and we can talk about it. So that's about it.
Hey, sounds good, eye strip. Cost as much as your first card, this pan? Maybe if you buy it full price, but we often buy our cast irons on sale to save some money. And if you take care of them, should outlast you, which is also why I invest in cast irons. Ooh, thyme is also nice. Yeah, we're gonna add, so now I'm gonna put this to the side. Just gonna hold tight on that. And we're gonna dress up our roasted veggies for the oven. About 4 minutes on my watch. Let's see if I can do this. So I'm gonna mince some garlic and we'll chop up a few herbs. And let's also toss this with just a little bit of olive oil to get coated. Otherwise, they'll probably dry out. You're already making friends? That's so cool. So, so cool. And you may notice that I don't have any parchment paper underneath this. I find that you get better caramelization for roasting if you leave that off. I might need some more grapeseed. We got oil coming, olive oil on Monday, you said?
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna leave that how it is with the oil. I used all of the oil. Oh, you bought 4 of those oils. Nice. You can find it at Walmart. That is awesome. I always had an issue trying to find grapeseed on the island. Only place was really Costco. So the last of our red Russian garlic from the market. Yeah, it must have. So we can see that the garlic froze in the fridge too. Whoa, what a difference. So that one got way too cold. And this one is still pristine. We'll use both. You made dinner for your partner's family last night, eye strip. Bolognese, it was delicious. Need to learn to not cook with salt for them as they don't use salt. They do know that salt is like a necessary thing to have in your diet, right? Like, you can get ill if you don't have enough sodium. I think the thing also is, like, a lot of people ingest the wrong amount of sodium. The loser. Just use MSG. Did we grow the garlic? Nope, we got it from the Hutterites at the farmer's market here. But that was a few weeks ago now, so yeah, it's been in the fridge for a little bit. I think this new fridge is a bit cooler. Okay, garlic press. I got on my timer, 1 minute 26. Go, go, go. I don't even know if this is gonna really press. More like schmoosh. Garlic schmoosh. Oh, that would be good. Pie strip, just use Parmesan or like a salty cheese to make up for the salt. Okay, so they have some heart issues, which is why they go a lower sodium diet. I guess that's fair. That's amazing, yeah. Where we were living on the island before, we were living on a property with my parents, and there was some really nice raised garden beds that we were able to use, grow our own food. Scrape out all this goodness. Put that to the side, rinse my hands. Timer's going off for the cake, but I'll give it a few more moments because I set it only 15 minutes, a little bit short. I know, I would say like pretty much anything is carcinogenic these days. Let's do thyme, tarragon, and a little bit of sage because that can go good with the duck as well. Cookies pun. Yeah, the only issue is like rust, like Sam said. But if you take care of your pans, should never be an issue. Oh man, yeah, eye strip. You gotta cook with duck. I think you would really enjoy it. I like it a lot. It's just something different from chicken or any other meat for that matter. Okay, strip this. Oh yeah, big taste difference between chicken eggs and duck eggs. Duck eggs, in my opinion, don't taste like anything really. And chicken eggs just have this like sulfuric taste now. Once you have a duck egg, it's hard to go back.
There were a couple of great farms outside of Souk that used to have ducks.
Yeah, so when we were on the island, we were in Souk, Atomic. There was a couple of nice little local farms there that had ducks, and we would get the eggs every few weeks. Okay, I'm gonna go quickly check on the cake. I have a feeling that it's pretty much done. Hold tight, I will be right back. And we'll finish up the veg. Veg and potatoes will go in the oven, and we will crisp up our duck confit in the pan.
How is it confusing?
Dust, what's happening to your chair?
It's so...
Okay, so cake wasn't quite there, so I left it in a little bit longer until we're done with this stuff. Just gonna finally chop this and then sprinkle it over the veggies. Sam is playing Hearthstone, Buffalo Safari. It's telling you to slide a thing into a thing that hasn't even been introduced yet. What is going on over there? So that's how they get the secret into Secret Labs chair. You gotta figure it out, Dust. Oh yeah, he already went to work. Hubby went to work and is done for the day. This is his weekend now.
Oh,
Really?
you're crazy.
Really, Pupper? Why you got shakes? Why you got shakes? Squigs. People. People are the secret ingredient? Oh no. Yeah, Dust is still on his phone call. When he's back from the phone call, everyone's banned. Tarragon. Oh, you got a toy. Bago says there's been way too much cooking going on in this kitchen and not enough playing. Okay, now we need salt and pepper on this. Okay, sounds good, Eye Strip. Have a wonderful day at work. I'm pumped for you for your news. Can't wait until we're able to share it with everyone. Thanks for popping in today as well. Yeah, thank you.
That's an important message.
Mish has an important message. Mish has a message. I can't talk anymore. Knife, spoon. Sorry, I don't have a spoon command. I effed up, Buffalo Safari. I effed up. Okay, I'm gonna toss all this with my hands. Use my words. Sometimes they just don't work. We need more oil. Let me just rinse my hands first. More oil. If your veggies are too dry when you roast them, they're just gonna dry out and get like this really weird texture on them. Almost like a leathery exterior and like very dense and dry inside. Okay, now. Yeah, the duck fat. Yes, please. Such a random mixture of veggies to roast. I think it'll still be delish though. Distribute that garlic. Okay, now spread it all back out so it roasts evenly. Yum. It smells really good. Very herbaceous. Yeah, we don't want anything piled up because then it's just gonna steam instead of roasting and caramelizing. It's not really what we're going for. Quick wash of the hands again. And now, I'm gonna bring this stuff out. pop this pan on top of our potato pan. And then I will return with cake. We'll return with cake. I have a convection oven. I actually use a Traeger, so we're in the process. This is why this area looks the way it does, of transitioning basically our entire life and stream into a mobile commissary kitchen. Not a food truck, mobile commissary kitchen where we're able to stream from and also go meet our viewers, stuff like that. Okay, hold tight. I will be right back. I didn't return with the cake because it's not quite ready yet, but that's all right. We will keep getting ourselves set up over here. Next up is some duck confit in our life. I'll bring the induction pan up here so we can cook it together. You can see how we finish it. And then I was also informed a bit ago that there are certain companies that are selling pre-made duck confit. So, I mean, as long as I show you how to finish it at home, that's what matters if you don't want to go through the whole process yourself. So others can rent the truck for prep? No. Not a chance. No, it'll just be solely for us to book private events and basically travel the world with when the pandemic is done, stuff like that. One thing that I've really realized after working in restaurants for a good amount of time in my career is not everyone takes care of their stuff the same way that you do. It'll just be our own mobile commissary kitchen. Is it distinctly called a mobile commissary kitchen for legal reasons? Yeah, and just simply because if we called it food truck squigs, people are thinking that we have one set menu and one set location, which is not the case. Otavio in Oak Bay, fancy. Sells duck confit and the tubs of duck fat. That's where it's at. The tubs of duck fat. Yes, please. Wait, did I miss everyone leaving earlier or what's happening? Just need to fix this.
We had to go and...
Okay. Okay, bye, friends. Okay, so now we're taking this pan, another cast iron, turn that on. And we don't need a super high heat for finishing these. I'll open up the bag, show you how to finish this up. And then just one final garnish item for us today is thinly slicing those chives and then dealing with this truffle cheese that I want to use up. It is a booze block cut-in board. Would 100% recommend booze blocks to anyone that is like pretty serious about cooking. And Squigs, don't you have an amazing booze block set up at home that you just posted in our Discord? Cookie, I sous vide these at 150 Fahrenheit for 24 hours. I know the recipe is linked in our Discord, but it's from a bit back. So I just search confit. It's the Serious Eats one. I'm gonna just post it in chat for you. Because Kenji did a couple different timings and temperatures, but this is the one that he said was the best in his opinion, and I will trust him on that. So yeah, if we open this up, I've also had these out of the fridge for a little bit now. And I did that to get some of this gelée, like, oh man, off of the duck pieces and also get some of the fat off so that we can just take the leg and pop its skin down in there. But I usually like to let this heat up pretty well before I start putting any meats, because I don't want any stickage happening. And also, if you're concerned, you could always just put a little nubbia of duck fat in there too. So while I'm waiting for that to heat up, I just put a pan here, and I'm doing like I said, just taking the legs out of the juices and residual fats. And yeah, if you've never had duck before, this is such a good starting point. It's very, very delicious. And much more worth it to make this for yourself at home than to go out and try and have someone else make it for you. You'll just pay so much money for that. Look at that goodness in there. I'm thinking once we're done with the duck, crisping it up, we'll probably just pour that gelée in the pan and have a nice little sauce. Okay, that's feeling pretty hot, and my timer's going off, so I'm gonna go skin side down. I might only be able to do 3 at a time here, and that's okay. Because once we pop this in, we're not gonna move it. There we go. Gonna turn it down too. I love this pan too, Dust. Woo! Okay, turning the heat down. Gonna wash my hands and I'll go grab the cake. BRB. Dun da da da. Look at it. So now I'm just gonna put that aside to cool for now. Holy smokes. And that was a double recipe, so it is fair that it took a little bit longer to bake. And then I'll just reset a timer for our veggies. The garlic was smelling so good out there already. Hey, do ducks get crispier than chickens? I would say so, Buffalo Safari. I would say so. As long as you do a really good job of rendering the fat underneath the skin, you'll get a crispier exterior. Oh, Sweet Atomic, thanks for joining the Discord. Okay, I need to see this. Dust chair. Sorry for the mess. You have a beautiful kitchen and house. I was gonna say, that's like squeaky clean. Don't even come out here with saying sorry about the mess. Heck it. And Dust, thank you for gifting this up to Buffalo Safari. Welcome back to the kitchen crew, Buffalo, 2 months in a row. And little Miss Nikki, hello, how are you doing? Okay, I need to check. Pair of tongs. If it doesn't want to come off now, don't flip it, because you'll just tear the skin. This one's ready though. Slow. Look at that. So now I usually use like the side of the pan to finish off crisping the side of it. And then we also want to make sure that it's heated through. Want to come closer? There. Ultimate view. Okay, this one kind of wants to stick, I'm thinking. We might have to help it along. There we go. Oh. Yeah. Because this was the first one we dropped down, so it should be ready as well. How long to cook all together? For finishing this off, Josie, or for doing the confit itself? And yeah, sometimes you'll tear the skin anyways. Usually I just take that one if that's the case. It is a bit challenging, especially if you have rendered a good amount of fat. I always find that the skin is so delicate that it basically just tears. As long as we get one for photos. I'm gonna flip that over now. Still gonna be delicious, totally. I remember the one time we did a duo of duck dish for our Food for Friends on the island. And one of the people that were like hoity-toity were so upset that we like picked all the confit off of the bone. They never ordered again after that. I was like, that's fine. If you're upset about me picking your confit for you, I don't think that we have the same thing in mind. Cookie's just dying. Like, do you not trust that I'm making confit? Obviously not. Okay, so we did pretty good with the other two. I do still have one for redemption, but I was planning on cooking it after stream, just to finish it up. So now, you just turn this down to low to heat it through. and we'll be good to go. So I'm gonna put this to the side so we can focus on our garnish while our veg is finishing up. Don't want to knock my water bottle over. And that is like just how easy the duck is. And then once I feel like this is heated enough, we can, like I said, put some of the extra jus from the bag into the pan for a deglaze. And that way we have a sauce for the dish too, for dipping. Potatoes will be good with it, the veggies, dipping the duck into its own sauce. That's gonna be a yes for me. You got options. Okay, thinly sliced chives, and I see that I might have to pick through a little bit. And I'm also gonna just go rinse these. Rinse some of the soggy ones off. The sound of the duck has put the dog to sleep, if that's any indication of what's about to happen to us. And then we gotta make sure that we dry the chives off before we slice them. Otherwise, they'll probably just fall apart. I don't even know if there's anything to save here. Just bulldoze through the wall. Would you be surprised though, Murphy boy? Not really, probably. Okay, that's all that we were able to salvage. Sage. I think one of my other favorite duck confit uses is in pasta. Pull it all, pop it on top of pasta. Do I only do the outdoor streams with certain recipes? Well, we are inside now. And no, Murphy boy. I like to do all sorts of different recipes. I guess I have like tried to streamline a little bit since we have downsized and stuff from the island. But yeah, I don't mind the challenge of trying to cook everything in this haphazard environment. Okay, where do I want to put the duckos? Oh, maybe just in a Cambro actually to stay warm. I can pour the jus in. Yeah, 1 minute on the veg, so I'm gonna go check on the veg. And I'll be right back. Maybe it'll be done. Give those potatoes a stir for sure. And yeah, just finishing up here. Hey, home cooking is the best, Atomic. I'm gonna check on those when I get back. Okay, BRB. Guys, there's way too many smells. Those veggies, the roasted veggies are almost done. The potatoes are as well. They're not browning up as much as I would like on the Lyonnaise potatoes. So if that's the case, we can just take the pan back inside and quickly refry it up just to finish on the induction here. Okay, dealing with this duckaroo. Just need one more trivet. Take it out of the pan and we'll make our sauce. What is happening here? Ah, two trivets are stuck together. It's a trivet trap. It thought it could play a trick on me. Ever heard of wheat berries? Oh my gosh, Josie, yes. My Polish grandmother would make that with raisins in it, and then we would eat it with like brown sugar and farm cream for breakfast. So dirty. Can't be good for you, but yes. They're hard to find here though. I think that's why we stopped doing it. Oh, the meats want to stick on too. Spatula it is. Hey Mary, how are you doing? This one's giving us all of the run for our money. Murphy Boy Radio. Want those legs. And so I'm not gonna fully cover these because I don't want this crispy skin to get soggy. And then that's a nice little crispy duck schnacker there for someone. Whoa. A three-legged chicken? I couldn't fit all four. I couldn't fit all four in this pan, Chase. Yeah, duck. And then we'll just do this with one side closed and the other end open still to let the steam out. Coming back up here. Bring the induction set up, turn it on. And then we'll take our sauce from the bag, start letting that heat up and reduce. We don't want to reduce too much because the duck legs, when we cure them, is cured with salt and sugar and some spices. So if you reduce this liquid too much, it might get salty on you. So just be aware of that. But I think it would be a waste if we didn't use it. This is a Euro dib. We picked this up at the business Costco here. So far, so good. Woof! Yeah, okay, that's also why I brought this in. Is turkey broth from last week, from our smoked turkey, so I'll let that come up too. Get this rocking so it starts reducing nice and quick. And then just on the side here, I'll start prepping our cheese that I want to do on the potatoes. I don't know why we say it like that, Buffalo Safari. I don't know why I say big like that. It's so funny. This is the only stream where your mouth actually starts watering. And hi, Suki, as well as Hellquinn. Welcome, welcome, friends. How's everyone's week been? A beige bag. A bagel in a bag. A bag of bagels. I got nothing. You got me started though, so that's what you get. Look at that simmerage. I don't want you to see the cheese right now because I'm cutting off a little bit of mold from the outside. which is also why we're using it up today. Ain't no wastage of cheese. And I was like, what goes good with cheese? Potatoes. And then I think all I'm gonna do is take the veggie peeler and do like nice thin slices of the truffle cheese to just drape over the potatoes. That can't be bad. Oh yeah, it's truffle porcini. Truffle porcini. Yeah, good one, Torino. Yeah, I probably have more of like a prairie sort of Canadian accent. Just trying to scrape all the good bits off of the pan. And then it really changes the farther you go east. Nice, yeah, the browned bits, look at that. Skim the scum? Yeah, maybe we'll do that too. Where do I want to put that? There's really not too much, but you can see it accumulating a bit on the side there. It was just like the cloudy looking part of the broth. And those are just impurities from the bones and the protein. The bubble guck. Yeah, Amsan, Moldy Cheese, my new charcuterie restaurant name. Hey, that would be a good sell, I'm sure, because literally every cheese is mold, so there's that. It would pique my interest. The cheese is almost too soft to use the peeler on. Wild. Hand slice it is. Okay, I'm gonna go grab the veggies. I will be right back, friends. When I come back, we'll probably take this sauce off. We'll see how reduced it is. Bring my other trivet over again, because we'll need that for sure. And then we'll determine whether we need to crisp up the potatoes or not. Okay, I'm gonna mute this. Be right back. Okay, whew, almost burnt myself really bad there. Okay, so those bubbles means that the sauce is getting thicker, which we love to see. Just gonna have a quick taste of it before we take it off. See how we feel. It's pretty potent. So let's not reduce it any more than that. I'm gonna put that over to the side. Roasted veg, awesome. Turned out great. I'm happy with it. Everything's nice and tender. And then, lastly, this. Just wanna get a little bit more heat on there. And crispage too. As I tried a few different pieces of potato. Some were like perfectly cooked and others were just a little bit al dente still. We'll turn that on as well. And I cranked the heat so that we can get some crisping with the butter underneath. But look at how nicely the onions have cooked down and caramelized. And then really the only thing I felt like these maybe needed was a little pinch of salt and a bit more cracked pepper, and then we should be good to go to plate. Josie is starving? Oh no. Having sausage, eggs, and beans? Yum. Beans and potatoes? Like green beans, you're saying? So you guys are saying I'm not a true cook because I've never done cocaine? Okay. You sillies. I'm only doing a bit more salt because, like I said, the sauce is very well seasoned. I think I got out of the industry before I got to that point in my life. Oh, I heckin' love bourdain so much. Holy, these are not taking long to fry up. So keep these turning around and swirling as we're finishing them off. Don't let the onions burn either. We've come too far. Whoa. Definitely smells like we've been doing some French cooking in here too. It's only 3 p.m. We have crushed today. We have absolutely crushed today. We'll pick up some food for the coworker and you then head into work, see how you did in the inspection. Kind of nervous, Bonk? Really? And please don't be sorry. It's a-okay. Oh, the Alberta pig rigs. I thought you were saying chefs. And I did burn myself. Ouch. Right there. It hurts. Hot things are hot. Your bro's making cabbage rolls again? Okay, be right over. That means I don't have to make them? Perfect. And happy. How are you doing? Ouch, yeah. Even just holding my arm over the steaming pot. Was going too fast. Yeah, there's a couple different varieties of cabbage rolls, Josie. Some people do them stuffed with meat and rice and tomato sauce, like you said, or my family did more sour style, where it's just rice and the rice has a little bit of bacon and bacon fat in it, and it's just rolled that way and baked in a casserole. No sauce, really. And it starts with fermented cabbage. Okay, so starting to see some of the taters crack and fall apart. So I'm thinking, to me, that's saying that these are good to go. This one thicker one down there. And then I'm gonna turn this off and we're getting ready to plate. Let's go. Yum. Hi, Scat. And thank you so much rocking in, Scat. Craziest resub ever. Tier 3, 42 months in a row. Absolutely insane. I need to pop some of my own hypes in chat for that. Hope you've had a good week, Scat. We've all said it went by so fast and it has been so busy. Look at the butter bubbles. That's what we need in our life. Hello, Winter. Okay, here's the issue. I have taken every other space now and I have nowhere to put the induction. Just put it on top of the sous vide on the computer desk. Busy week and yeah, quick. Totally. Totally. 3 plates. Oh, Cookie just scheduled Monday and Tuesday off just cuz. Yeah, we're going to party. I was like, wait, why are we partying there? That's why. Okay, so I think the first thing we'll start with on the plates is the Lyonnaise potatoes. Get a good scoop-a-day-doop of those. And then the veg next. And then the duck and the sauce. And you can determine how much you want to fry the potatoes. Some people like to take them like pretty dark. I just like the buttery and oniony potatoes. If you can find a nice little scoop of the onions, go for it. Yum. Are you gonna scoop your own potatoes, Sam?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. And I guess I'll do brands as well. Feeding my bro. Making a mess. It's a thing. Reach. Dog's like, oh, am I in the way? So this is how our roasted veggies came out. We ended up doing carrots, peppers, and broccoli stems mixed together with herbs and garlic. It actually turns out like quite nice. And then next, a dollop, if you will. Shawarma. Yeah, everyone's gonna go order pizza after this. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this duck leg for photo purposes for myself. Which one you want? I'll give Bran this one. Nom. Oh yeah, really quick our porcini truffle cheese for the potatoes. Why? Why not? And some garnish. Yeah, the sheet pan, it's actually made for jelly rolls. For making the cake so it doesn't stick. But I find it works really great for roasting veggies too. Lastly, oh man, I don't even know if this counts as sauce. We forgot to give Bran some of the sauce though. You just took it. I don't want to pour it on the confit. We work so hard to crisp up the skin. That's more than enough. Where did the sauce go though? I poured sauce and I can't even see any. I was expecting it to like pour out the side like that. Yum. Okay, if I take this out, that should brighten up. Wow, that looks lovely. I'm really happy with how this turned out. This would be how I present it to you. I'm loving that. So simple. Like, considering we made a double batch of cake and lunch with 4 different components in 3 hours. I guess I am okay at cooking again. Yeah, the Instagram dish. Hurry. Okay, I'm gonna turn it towards myself just for the photo, and then we get to finally taste it all. I'm hoping the duck didn't cool off too much. We'll find out. I like how the cheese is just like slowly melting over the potatoes. This is like total French style plating too. I could see this being something that I had in Lyon. A close up. Whew. We're not ready for that. Yeah, Clemmy's waiting for her meal. Okay, first things first, should we do the duck? So that's one thing that is like our favorite Torino. Oh, okay, that's good. Is our friends on the island also didn't really like duck. So we're like, okay, can I make duck for you to see if you actually hate it? Yeah, they ended up liking it afterwards. Hello. So that's exactly what we want if you have confit your duck. And then because of the curing process, you can also see that the meat stayed like really nice and pink. And yeah, you should not really need a knife. Like, it should be fork tender. Let's also see how I did. You want to put your dish down or you're good? The sauce in the veggies. And the like kind of salty and herby duck. I cured it with salt, pepper, brown sugar, garlic, and thyme. Really simple. Potatoes? Okay, we'll go sans cheese on the potatoes first. Because that's not even fair. What the heck? The onions, like you wouldn't even really know they're there. They're so nice and sweet and caramelized. Like even Sammy's eating it, no problem. Okay, now with some of the truffle cheese, I'm dead. Yeah, a little bit of lemon might be nice. For acidity. Mmm. Mmm. The cheese on the potato? We gave Bran some cheese too, right? Okay. I was like, you can't miss that. I don't know, you took it so fast. Okay, veggies.
Bran, do you have cheese?
Mmm. Really good garlic and herb flavor on those. Nice little al dente bite still, which I love. I don't love soggy veggies. Show some skin. Oh, I'm really bad with confit. I usually just like bust it all up, but there's some of the skin that we crisped up earlier. Now I need to have that piece. Mmm. How is the confit? These potatoes are almost confit too. Yeah, let me see, because I have a little bit of lemon here still from when we made the cake. Even just like a squirt over a little bit of everything could be good. Mmm. Really nice. Really, really good. You want to squeeze a lemon or you're okay? He loves the fat. Yeah. So yummy. It's good with the veggies, good with the potatoes. Let's see how it is. I got a little bit on this piece of confit. Mmm. That's a great dish. Okay, I gotta go rinse the lemon off my hand. I must have a cut because it's burning. And then I'm wondering if we're able to cut the cake or if it's still cooling off. If it's still cooling, then we'll work into the pho broth. I'll go grab the oxtail and the beef bones and the side of beef that we got or that Sam picked up. Mmm, lamb is so delicious. Do you get it from Chosen on the island? Really, Torino. Son doesn't like onions. Got him to caramelize some once and ate them with potatoes. Now he likes onions, but only if he cooks them. I think the crunch is a big factor in people liking or disliking onions. Like, I like soft onions. Really, the only time I like crunchy onions is maybe for a taco garnish or something like that. Nice. Salt Spring Island. Oh, I want to take this away and keep working, but it's staring at me. Yeah, cake is still really hot underneath. So we will wait on that. Just move it over and I'm gonna start commingling a few items. Take a couple dishes away. Maddie Matheson pho broth. Sammy's getting to be part of Clean Plate Club. Wabbit season, thanks for the follow. There's a carrot. Okay, Bonk, good luck on your inspection. Hope it goes well today. Look forward to hearing the results tomorrow if you want to share them. Otherwise, hope work's not too stressful and hope to see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out with us. And hello, Derb Squad Dave. How are you? So tired. Well, welcome in, duder. This is delish. Just throw the cheese in the potatoes. Everyone's happy. Squeeze the lemon on the potatoes. And now, looking at the recipe for the pho. Recipe. That's the YouTube linked there from Maddie. And the recipe is in the description. For the stock, this is what he says. Place bone marrow, brisket, and oxtail in a large pot and fill with cold water. Bring to a boil, immediately reduce to a simmer. Skim the scum until the liquid is clear. Cover and continue to simmer on low for 12 hours. So we will come back to this tomorrow on stream. It'll be a bit more than 12 hours, but I think that's okay, honestly. And then come tomorrow, we strain all the meaty goodness out of the broth and start infusing it with all the aromatics. Then that cooks for another 12 hours. And then on Sunday, we can finally assemble the pho. And this meal, the pho, is actually for my brother, but he saved up his Twitch channel points just watching the stream. 75,000 of those, you're able to request a menu for me to make for you live on stream. We talk about it, figure out the best way to go about things, and set a schedule so that you're also here while we're cooking together. I'm excited. Would toss the first boil. Right. Yeah, like blanching. Hey, I'm not saying it's the best pho. We're not done yet, Dust. You're almost done with the chair? You might be done by the time I'm done stream. Oh, thank you, Buffalo. I'm actually almost out of water. Jake the Snake bag. Okay, so I will go grab all of the meats. We got our big Le Creuset stock pot here that we'll start filling with cold water. And then I guess I'll show in Discord once I start skimming the scum, because it's going to take probably a good half an hour to bring this up to a simmer. Oh, Funky Savvy. Sammy is going to be pumped when he reads this. One of his favorite things ever that I make. And also, the first time I ever made tamales on stream, I was actually guided by chat, because they knew more than me, and it was just the funnest experience ever. One of the times where, like, chat is cooking with me. Were you there for it, Funky Savvy? Were you there all the way back then? Chocolate tamales? I'm so into it. I've done them, I think, 2 times before this, so I feel okay to start trying, like, new stuff. No, you weren't there. Okay. Yeah, I was in the first couple years that I was streaming. It's crazy to think that in January coming up, is that 4 years? Yeah. 4 years. This is the pot that we are using. Oh, you wanted to learn. It'll be a fun stream then. It is time consuming as well. Like, the toughest part is after you make all the tamales, they have to steam for almost an hour. It's kind of sad. It's like, we just took all this time to make these and now we have to wait longer. All right, hold tight. I will be returning with meat and bones. Is this for bathing children? It could be. Be careful, Buffalo. Be careful. Actually, just a sec. I was just talking to Sam here. So does he do... He does 1 pound of brisket sliced. 1 pound of brisket. Yeah, baby. The other white meat. Okay, now I'm gone for real. I have returned with meats. And then the dog, because these are beef marrow bones, she's like, oh, I get a bone now? I might give her the really small piece. Because she was really good today when we were cooking. Yeah, you were a good girl. It's true. Okay, lay down though. You gotta lay down. Lay down. Lay it down. And then we'll open up the oxtail. So I picked the beef soup bones, which are just the marrow bones. So under $10 for this bag. Pretty cheap, I would say. Okay, I'll just hand it to you. Is that okay? Okay, be nice. Good girl. Okay, I'm just gonna wash my hands. That's called spoiled. No one's in the bathroom, right? You just closed the door?
I don't think so.
The dog is in shock right now. She's like, what the heck? All right, so it's so simple, right? Literally just put everything into the pot, cover it with cold water, bring it to a simmer, skim the scum. Check these out though. Sam picked up. So halal, which is pretty amazing. And this is a pack of oxtail. What's the price point on this? $22.99 per kilo. We got 1.8 kilos, $40 worth. Not a cheap pho to make. And we were thinking, Sam and myself were like, do we just keep 3 of these beautiful chunks and just make some ossobuco? I don't know. Yeah, check this out. Beef oxtail from Mountain Creek Farms in Calgary. That's where Swilliams is. That's where John the Young is. Our other cooking friends. Just grabbing my paring knife, if I can find it. And we'll open that up. You always look for discount beef. That is like the worst way to start a sentence, but also hilarious. Today it was sold out before you got some. Dang. Yeah, Torino Evolve. He lives in Manitoba, one of our long-term viewers here. I'm sure he's in close proximity. Derp, oxtail soup is for winners. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one. Might have to smash it open sooner than later for her because she can't really get into the marrow, Sam. Yeah, whoa. Opening this up, insane. Yeah, it's just a boil, just straight up boil. So like all of these parts is like from the tail or back end. And there is so much gelatin and cartilage in there. That's how you get like body for your soup broth. And lots of good nutrients too. Good girl. And now, just gonna pop this to the side and bring a big cutting board up. We gotta cut a piece of beef from our primal cut. And Shadow Cata, thank you for the follow. Yeah, pork hocks to make head cheese, Torino. So we were going to get brisket, and then Sam noticed that the price went up insane amount. This looks like a brisket. I thought it was when he brought it home, but it's actually a AAA halal outside round. I've never really even seen this cut sold this way before, so this is new to me. But basically $100 for this big piece of beef. We're cutting off maybe a chunk like this, or maybe I'll go from the other side, whatever you guys think will be better. And then the rest is just gonna go into the freezer. We can use it for grinding, stuff like that. It does pay to buy bigger pieces of especially beef because it is so expensive, and then butcher it yourself. Just use this. I'll just use my boning knife to open up the bag. Yeah, the beef prices, that's also part of why we moved from there, Atomic, is we found that the food supply chain specifically was so broken that we had a really hard time being able to run our small business consistently. Are you getting the marrows? Nice. She's got the goods. A rib steak last weekend for one rib steak was $20. You're almost better just going out and paying for them to make it for you for that price. Okay, I think I'm gonna take from this end. Good amount of fat and connective tissue, and then I think all we do from this is just slice up the beef after it's been simmered for a long time. I guess I'll try and open it like this. It's gonna be pretty juicy. Also, Atomic, I hope this is okay, but I wanted to ask, did you find me by using the Canada tag on Twitch? I've just found recently, since I've used that tag on my streams, that we've had a lot more Canadians find us. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna try and keep all the juices in the back part of the bag. Can we do it? Let's go like there. Or maybe over a bit more. Do a chunk like that, because I want to make enough for at least 4 people. Maybe I'll go there even. Oh, okay, you were just looking at cooking streams. Fair enough then. That works too. I'm excited to see how this cut looks when we cut through it entirely. Because it totally reminds me of a brisket. Perfect. Success. Success keeping the juices in. I don't know where to put this. We'll pop it over there for now because I gotta package it up, vacuum seal it, and put it in the freezer. And then I think just for like ease of cooking this big piece, I'll slice it in half again. And this is how it looks for cross section. So not a ton of fat or marbling, but if we look at the grain of the meat is quite large. So we know that that kind of symbolizes there's gonna be good flavor in the meat. This muscle has been worked quite a bit. Do 2 separate chunks. And yeah, like I said, gonna cover this in cold water and then we will deal with the rest of it tomorrow on stream together. Really want to show you the whole process because this is also my first time making pho in life and on stream. Take this away, wash my hands. And then I'm gonna look for someone for us to go raid. If anyone has suggestions, I'm okay with those. Didn't even make that much dishes today either. Oh yeah, and also, just while we're here, this cake is still really, really warm, so we'll also cut the cake and do the icing topping tomorrow too. Or at least have a taste test of it together. See how we feel. That's it though. We crushed it today, friends. 69 viewers. Nice. Back to Twitch. We got whey bread. We got hunger service. Cooking for noobs. Cosmicat? We're gonna go raid one of my favorite art streamers on Twitch. Joyce Rainbow Art. She is someone who we hired to do our emote work for. She also loves food. And just an all-around amazing human. Also resubscribed to our channel today as well. I think it was like 19 months or something. 14 months. The best. Clemmy, I know I asked you this before when you made the Mexican rice, but I forgot to write down the response. I'm sorry about that, but what's the water to rice ratio? You have your notes ready this time. It's okay, never be sorry and never feel weird about asking a question. I do, for every 1 cup of rice kernels, 2 cups of liquid, whether it's water, broth, etc. A 2 to 1. Okay, I think I spelled all this right. Yes. She's doing some stream ink today, which is a really cool version of art, like literally dipping ink and creating something with that. Have a good weekend, Hot Carl. Yeah, we will be back again tomorrow, as well as Sunday cooking on Twitch. Tomorrow going down is butternut squash, coconut ginger soup, going with sandwiches. So soup and sandwich stream, the butternut squash, coconut ginger soup with a turkey salad sandwich. Yum. And then, like I said, Sunday we're doing our pho. So that'll be fun to finish up. Other than that, if you need us at all, you know where to find us on Discord and Twitch. So just give us a message. We're around for you. You just got here, Crux? Oh, I did really good on timings today. Crushed lunch. We're gonna start our broth and we'll taste our cake tomorrow. And yeah, take care, friends. Thank you for all the love today. Hope the week has been good. Other than that, I hope to see you tomorrow. 11 a.m. Pacific is the same start time as always. And all the recipes are posted in Discord. Okay, I'm gonna get ready to hit this button. Let's go see Joyce. Spread our deliciousness around Twitch. Send some love over there. Okay, see y'all tomorrow. Bye.